everyone, so let's move towards our today's topic, which is
movements of eye. Okay, the physiology regarding the eye. But if I talk about that, we have already discussed the extraocular muscle in the orbital lecture, and I have told you many important points that there are some muscles we have discussed: superior oblique muscle, inferior oblique muscle, superior, inferior, medial, lateral, rectus muscle. We have already discussed levator palpebris muscle, which is for eyelids movement. So that is the muscles we have discussed in the orbits, but those muscles are obviously that are also controlling the eye movement. Okay, that's why these are present in the orbit. So the basically, if I talk about the eye movement, it is due to two pathways, two mechanisms, two parts. It is divided into two types of movement. Basically, you can say that there are two types of movement. One is muscular movement and another is fixation movement. Muscular movement means the muscles which are rotating, which are moving the eye upward. When we look upward, the superior rectus muscle will contract. When we look downward, the inferior rectus muscle will be contracted. Okay, when we look on the left side, okay, or the right side, if we look right side or the left side, the medial and the lateral rectus will contract and relax. If we move if we move the eye in a rotational, or if we move the eye, if we rotate the eye, the superior oblique and inferior oblique muscle will contract and relax. So we have discussed that thing in the muscular movement of the eye. So we will not discuss, and I will not tell you much about that this topic. So you have to understand that there are 6 muscles which are controlling the eye: medial rectus, lateral rectus, superior rectus, inferior rectus, superior oblique, inferior oblique. And these all the muscles are controlled by medial longitudinal fasciculus, which is present, which is a part of the brain stem, which is the nuclei of the brain stem. Okay, now which is the topic which is very much important and which is unique for you all as well, that is fixation movement. Many professors, many universities will say you, will inform you, will told you that this topic is very, very, very important and very, very important. So it's true that it is important, but they will say that it's very complicated. So according to my perspective, it's very easy. It's very easy. So how? The point is, if we are watching a movie, okay, so for suppose if we are the example is, if we are sitting in a stadium, cricket stadium, and we are watching the cricket there live, okay, so that scene, just imagine that you are sitting in a cricket stadium and you are watching cricket, okay, you are watching that match. So what happened? Basically what happened? And the first you will find that object, that cricket stadium, that cricket match. You will sit there, and when you are finding that stadium, when you are finding that match, that process is called as voluntary fixation mechanism, and this is controlled by frontal lobe. And when you will find that object and then you will sit and then you will start watching that match, so your whole focus is on that match. Okay, you are watching the ball, you are watching the team members, and you are watching the whole visual area, so that you can understand that what is the score, what is the net ratio, what is the run rate, and so on. So for that is happening, and that is that mechanism which is like कि आप फोकस करके बैठे हुए हो, वो टाइप जो है वो कहलाती है involuntary fixation mechanism. Okay, why it is called as involuntary? Because we are not voluntarily involved in watching that scene. Okay, we are in involuntary condition. Involuntarily, our eyes are focusing at that point, and that focusing is, in other words, that fixation, that fixing, that to hold your eyes towards that visual scene is called as that mechanism is called as involuntary fixation movement. The examples are very easy. The example is, if you are driving a car, the visual area is changing. Okay, the visual scene is changing. Sometimes the car is the in front of you. When you are driving a car, the visual scene is changing, like हर कुछ सेकंड्स के बाद पूरा का पूरा विजुअल सीन चेंज हो रहा है. कभी रोड दूसरे आ रहे हैं, कभी गाड़ी दूसरी आ रही है, कभी बाइक आ रही है, कभी ट्रक आ रहा है. ठीक है. सो these type of movements are called as optico-kinetic movements. Okay, and if a person, if we are reading a book, so our book is still, our object is still, but our eyes are moving. Whereas in when we are driving a car, the object is moving and our eyes are still. Okay, so this is the difference. Okay, and this is controlled by our eyes, our visual pathway. But the point is, if you have noticed that if you are driving a car, for suppose if you are driving a car and the area which you are watching, okay, is you are watching straight, but if you are watching straight, you will some visual information from the left and the right area is also you can see, you can visualize that area as well. But you are focusing, your main focus is on straight road, but you unconsciously, you can say that involuntary, you are also you also know that what is happening in the left or the right side. So if, for suppose, if a car accident occur on your left side, you will, what happen, you will look at that site immediately. Within millisecond, your eyes will move on that area towards the left side, because some mega movement will happening at that area. So you will immediately move your eyes towards that area. And at some cases, you will also move your head towards that area, towards the left side or the right side where the movement happened. So that is controlled by superior colliculus, which is the part of the midbrain. Okay, so this superior colliculus is related to the visual information which will detect the visual information from the nearby area. Nearby of what area? The area which we are focusing is the main focus. Okay, you can easily understand by saying that it is our main focus. But near that area is visualized, that information is taken, is responsible by superior colliculus, and superior colliculus is responsible for that area. Okay, so this was the whole topic regarding eye movement. Hope so you will understand that topic. If you have any query regarding this topic, because it's a little bit you can say that it is a little bit complicated, but if it is, you can easily comment in the comment below and ask me. Till then, work hard and study hard, and good luck and take care. Bye bye.